Warning, cosmic travelers. Up here in the dankness of space lies the greatest fears you all will face.
Well, sports fans, welcome to Astro Land, where yesterday's dream of the future is the nightmare of today.
Whoa, man! That's what the script says? That's messed up!
Choose from many futuristic adventures by plunging deep into Uranus's mine, or careen through the celestial craters on Uranus, and beware the deadly and dangerous rings of Uranus.
That's a lot of Uranus!
You're telling me.
Oh my god. Hey everyone, Anthon-patapon here, and today we're going to continue on some more Crash Team Racing for the Nintendo GameCube with Xbox One controls. Alright, so now we're going into Astro Land. Now, real quick though, I tried recording this earlier, and what ended up happening was that, like, through OBS, it was picking up my mic when it's not supposed to, because I do go through some editing processes for, like, all the cutscenes and everything. Now, the problem here is that the game autosaves, so there's a couple of things missing here, but... So, there's a Wumpa Whip over there with the King Chicken, which I'm surprised is very early on in the stage, and over here is a stack of boxes. Up there is a crystal that I'll show you how to get up there. There's another crystal that's around nearly the same path, but anyway, we're just going to go through this as quickly as possible, because trust me, there are a lot of freaking crystals we need. Unfortunately, this also includes Uranus, the rings of Uranus, where I actually did get the 2 crystals. But that's alright, because that's pretty much all that ended up happening anyway. That and the shortcut that I unlocked. That's about it. That's it. Welcome to the rings of Uranus. By the way, that's clearly Jupiter.
Let's bring them.
Anyway, with that being said, yeah, I also mentioned that today's video we're going to be playing Crunch. We are not using that outfit. I'm sorry, but I'm going to put my foot down on something with this game. Have some quality control. I refuse to wear that freaking Mr. Crunch skin. I can't believe someone actively thought, you know what? Let's make Crunch and his dialogue like this. You know what? I already ranted about this in the last video. I'm not going to sit through that again. Not going to make y'all sit through it either, but oh my gosh. I just can't. They still did my boy so dirty. But you know what? There's a chance of redemption. And you want to know why? Because we live in a time where Crash 4 is a thing. In America. Anyway. The biggest thing for me on this is that I actually did pre-order the game. Like, just earlier today. And I'm like, alright, it's time. Like, I have to play the waiting game, the game alive, all this nonsense. And I will have this game in my hands soon enough. But until then...
Go bling your blang elsewhere.
Until then, I'm just going to chill out and just relax and play some of the other great Crash games that are out today. Like, I've been playing a good chunk of CTR, of course. Can someone want a clash with me? Come on. Anyway, like, I've been playing some good CTR for a bit. Some Insane Trilogy. Been playing around with some Alpha Cortex as well. Like, I don't think I've been playing around with Nitro Kart. Like, I remember talking about doing so, but I don't think I did that. I did play some of the GBA games, primarily Entrance, because of how insane the freaking platinum times are. And, oh yeah, and Twinsanity. I can't dare forget about Twinsanity. Like, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Well, I'm glad that we are getting a freaking, like, a new Crash game after all these years. I'm still kind of holding out for a remake of Twinsanity. Like, that game has a legacy on its own. Okay, let's get ready to... There we go. At the right time. I almost got the same score as last time, too. Alright, so now I got a lot more Wumpa coins than when I came out the first time I did this world. But that's alright, because even though this is essentially screwed up and botched up a bit, I also at the very least have a method of what's going on here. But anyway, Right now, as you can see why I'm waiting for a really slow platform to move its way over here. Unfortunately, at least for the initial parts of this area, there's going to be a lot of these, just waiting to see where I go next. But thankfully, that's where we have the power of editing. Like, thankfully, I don't have to wait too long for everything here. Plus, if I need to go back to the main area with this switch over here, I now have these platforms, so I can just easily maneuver over there. But that's just to go back over there. Which one's this? Uranus is mine. I already know which track the shortcut is on, but I need to show you where you can find it. Don't worry, it won't be too long. But man, oh man, can I talk about that freaking Pirate Island like little clip we got earlier today? Like, they actually did give us a couple of clips to look at today. You know, via some content creators. The great Crash content creators on YouTube. I'm not gonna name them, but like, I can link them if you wish. It's just, they're just so freaking good with analyzing everything and keeping things at a level headed as opposed to just being another hype beast like, oh my god, we have some more information here. This could be the greatest thing in our lives, or this could be the worst thing of our lives and all that. Like, some of you may know why I'm referencing this, but for those who don't, just a couple of things happened with Crash, like with Crash 4, particularly for Crash 4. I wouldn't say it sparked controversy, but it was pretty close. And all I'm gonna say is it's probably the same thing that happened with CTR. If you don't know about that, then I'm sorry, but I can't help you with that. Anyway, so what's been going ever since that moment, we've been also getting some more like actual footage of Crash 4. And I gotta say, the game looks so freaking good. I still wonder why we have to wait this long for it, though. Like, I know it could just be for like bug fixes, like quality tests, marketing, the time of release, stuff like that. Like, I know about the factors. It's just, man, I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm mad impatient, pretty much. Like 12 years and we're only having to wait a few months. Just can't wait. And I hope you guys who are, especially the ones who are also looking forward to Crash 4, are going to be looking down to be playing some of this too. For people who are new to Crash, as well as new to this channel, for one, welcome. I appreciate y'all dropping in here. Second, and more importantly, I hope y'all get a good look at Crash through the Insane Trilogy or the original trilogy before jumping into Crash 4. It's not like it's a story-driven game or anything like that, but I do want people to follow with the small bits of continuity the series does have. Oh, Pasadena, get over here. You know what? Speaking of which, I'm also wondering. I know I kind of hinted at this on Ring to Uranus, but I'm wondering if we're gonna see some of the other characters on this. Like, I know it's just a focus on like from after the trilogy, but Crunch was also a part of the trilogy. Like, not trilogy, but Crunch was a part of after the trilogy via Wrath of Cortex. And there's no telling whether or not if Cortex is gonna like repeat those kinds of methods again, where he just activates. I was too slow. Where he activates freaking Crunch.
Time for Crunch to school you proper.
Not this Crunch though. Oh my god, this Crunch needs to go. All right, here we go. Last lap. Shoot him down. Yeah. I just can't contain the excitement, honestly. Like, I'm trying, but it's just the fact that it's finally here. Something I've been like mad speculating was gonna be happening with the, you know, Insane Trilogy being a thing. And this was, of course, before CTR, which when we did get CTR, I was freaking excited. Like, that's not even a secret, but oh my gosh. Just so much I'm looking forward to for Crash. And it's just so great that I can finally say that again. And like off the small, like very small possibility that say like Crash 4 don't end up like going on like the quality standards that we've seen from Insane Trilogy and CTR. If we say that it doesn't, and it's just like you know, like not exactly that great, I can't even be too mad at it. Like, will I be disappointed? Yeah. Would I be fine with that though? Also yes. I really don't want to get second again. Come on, come on. Go away. No, please stop. Stop. I didn't. Wait, it killed him. It killed him. Go, 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 go. What the? Come on. Push. Oh, okay. Alright. But yeah, like, if the game doesn't live up to some of the expectations I do have with the game, because at this point I do have expectations. We've seen what the quality control looks like from Toys for Bob through like the Reignited trilogy. I expect some kind of quality to it. If it don't live up to it, it's whatever. And the most important reason why I say it would be whatever is because, realistically speaking, if this doesn't end up being like the big game we were waiting for, we still got a new game. They were at least like Activision was at least following up with the words that we would see some new games, some new content, some new things arise ever since the Insane Trilogy like really went off in terms of sales and everything. Same with CTR. So it's like, even if this game don't really become the big hit that I want it to be, not necessarily financially, but in terms of reception, then it's like, oh, well, shoot. That means we got another game we can talk about now. Like, holy crap. Just multiple possibilities. Anyway, if you jump over here, through that pathway I just took, this is where you can find one of the crystals. Now, without going down, and if you do go down, there's a platform right here that comes up. Without going down, jump over here, a couple of little tall platforms over here, and here's another crystal. Now, thankfully, I was paying attention to where I was going, so I know exactly where I need to go for the shortcut. There's also a couple of Die-O-Ramas going this way too, but like I said, like I forgot to mention, I'm gonna cut a couple of these short, like as short as possible, and just save all the Die-O-Ramas and stuff for later, because most of them are really short, for one. Not to mention, a lot of the mini games and stuff will start carrying over everything. Here's the shortcut. But yeah, the diorama here is actually in the lava or acid pit down there. If I fall in there, the diorama activates. If I don't fall in there, then we just continue on with the rest of it. What? Why did you put me over here? Can I jump on this? I can't reach over there. Oh, shoot. Great. Now I'm stuck here. Now I have to go all the way over there just for the platform. Alright, here we go. We're finally here. Okay, so on to the third race. I'm surprised we're actually going through this a lot faster than I thought we would. Although, we are still, like, very short on crystals, so we still got a couple other things to do on top of all these races. And the stun arena. Can't forget about that. Oh my god. It's just, there's so much I gotta do for the, just 100%ing this, there's so much to do. But then, thinking about the fact that in the future I'm going to be doing a 100% playthrough of a new Crash game, and there's supposedly supposed to be over 100 levels, and they all have time relics? If they have time relics, which would make sense considering the continuity and like the story of the game, but if they have time relics, do you know how insane it's going to be trying to get all those levels to platinum? I mean, I'm gonna do it regardless, but god, it's gonna be so much fun. And frustrating, sure. God, I can't right now. Alright, so the shortcut, I will show you where it actually is. If, like, it's actually pretty early on. I just gotta make sure I'm aware of where it is. Maybe a bit behind with the race, but that's fine, because I still get a crystal out of it. Oh, good lord, engine, stop. Stop. Focus ahead. Ahead. I got bodied both ways. Why? Okay. Oh yeah, these little portal things. Please relax with the shots. Now I know we're coming up to it. Okay. It's just crazy, like, I'm doing insane speed right now, and just because I have more control over where I want to go, now I'm actually having an easier time staying, like, maintaining first place without everyone just speeding through me with, like, little to no effort whatsoever. Oh, good lord, there's engine behind me. Stop. Stop. Relax. Oh my god. Gonna jump up real quick. Okay, shortcut? No. We're almost there. Now I love this section where you get to just drift on it like for a really long time. If they had this in CPR, I would freaking love this section. Oh, we got it. No. Okay, we got up here. This is a shortcut. It's actually a really good shortcut. Not a very effective one, but a really good one for getting yourself out of the race in terms of the chaos and all that. If you don't back up. That's what I get. Oh my god, engine again. Please. Need to relax with these rocks. They went back to clashing. Oh god, and I'm in the front lines now. Oh god, come on, get to the portal. Get to the portal.
I can see my house.
Nice. All right, so it's just so much to take in. I know I've said this a lot, but it's just God. We also like the fact that we got a good look on the first level we saw, and there was like what, 100 boxes. Are we gonna go with the Rafa Cortex route and just have so many boxes, where it's like over 100 we have to collect? Because I feel like if you do that for a lot of the levels, that would potentially wear the game thin in terms of like content and everything, because then like it would just feel more like a chore to make sure you collect everything with all the boxes and all that than it would for simple fun. I can't believe that chicken really just got hit on me like that.
Bring it on, baby.
Alright, so are you good with drifting though? I'll take that as a no. Alright. Yeah, shoot him down. Yeah. Oh, what? Okay, that's not as crazy as it was in the last video, but that's still kind of silly. Still silly. Ah, shoot. Alright. Alright, this time I can't blame the AI on that one. That one's on me. Oh, okay. Coco? Okay, good. Alright. Let's shoot him down. Nice.
Were you in my way?
Wait, can you shoot? Oh, you can't shoot them. I mean, okay, kind of dumb question, but I didn't think you would be able to actually shoot them. They are hazards in the stage. I didn't think they would actually be destructible. I just wonder how the heck Von Clutch even keeps up with the payments and everything here when it comes to destroying this stuff. What's your secret? What is your secret? Come on, tell me. Tell me right now.
I love it when a plan comes together.
God dang it. Alright, I got my revenge shot. Nope. Who said you can go over here? More of this drifting shenanigans. I'm gonna let the CPU handle it. Get back over here. I'm pretty sure she unclashed just because I ran out of weapons, which is a common thing. Okay, straight shot. I said straight shot. Alright, perfect.
the fools learn to drive.
Engine got 14 kills off of this track. I'm pretty sure it was probably that high with the other ones, but I wasn't paying attention. But still, oh my god. The only thing I have questions for at this point, other than, you know, something other than Crash 4, is just like how crazy it'll be. Wait, can I get up there? No. There's a way you can get up there without needing to go through this whole procedure, just going around just to talk to this one guy for a minigame. But back to my question about this freaking Morales game that is supposedly, you know, its own standalone thing where it's for the PS5, because it's pretty much clear that they want to make sure it's a PS5 thing, not a PS4, PS5 thing, just PS5 thing. How many crystals? 20. I only have 10, and we gotta go through a lot of mini games. Oh, there's only one on this track. 175,000 for this. Oh god. Alright, let's just get through this. No. I refuse to even think about doing that. No. Like, I just hate how soiled he is as a character off of this game. Not even, you know what? Let me stop right there.
Time to learn who the real champ is.
Alright, but anyway. Now, another thing I forgot to mention about this, if you don't press anything, the cart will reset you to neutral, so if you feel like you won't have enough time to switch over, just let the game handle it. It'll be fine. Here we go. Yeah, even if it means playing it safe, at the very least you get some more score in.
Everybody, stay out my way.
Woo! I just wish I can do this on the actual tracks, cause like it's very clear you can gain boost off of this. Why am I not allowed to do this? Alright, my tricks are getting a little kind of stale, but what can I do about that? Oh, look at that. You get so much off of it too. Not even a little bit. Alright, relax. Woo! Yes, yes, nice. Relax, Crunch. Ah, I tried doing something different and I end up getting bodied for it. Nice. Okay. Alright, we got some points. What? Come on, I landed perfectly. Of course, there are still a lot of adjustments that need to be made. I really don't have much else to say on this. Oh, I still haven't asked my question. I'm sorry. But like, how the heck is this game gonna look? Because we all know how the game's gonna not necessarily how it's gonna perform, but necessarily as how it's going to load everything. Because we already know that they supposedly say, you know, this truly ambitious game will not have to this truly ambitious console will not have to worry about loading times, and the first game to fully demonstrate this is Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man. And I gotta say, if it does not have to worry about loading, can you imagine how insane it is for a lot of the other freaking games on the PS5? And I'm pretty sure Crash 4 is gonna be on PS5 as well. Maybe not like as a native title for PS5, but like through backwards compatibility of sorts. And look at that. I already hit the goal, but now there's just 2 more minutes of just going through this. So I think I'm just going to cut this to the end just to get this over with. Alright. That was good. That was a good one. That was a good run. But of course, the game don't end there. Alright. Let's see. We have 11 crystals. We could just buy them off, I guess.
Hey, pal. I know you're looking for power crystals. Well, I got the right one here. It's a good one, too. Smells like cinnamon, so, you know, it's good.
That's not how that works, but I'll buy it anyway.
Okay, quick, just take it before someone catches me selling this thing.
Oh, the... Oh yeah, I forgot. Alright. Gosh, I wish these platforms weren't so slow.
You there! Buy my power crystal. Buy it, maggot. You have no choice. Give me the money I want. Buy it!
Okay.
Alright, here you go, you lousy bum. Take your crystal and go, like all the others. Just leave me alone. With my memories. And my medals.
Dang. Alright. Not really a game over here. I saw someone with a crystal over here? Yeah.
Hello there, sir. Step right up and buy yourself a genuine power crystal. Made with only the finest power and crystal, this is a beautiful example of the species and can be yours for only a small sum of coins.
Oh my god. They did not.
There you are, my good boy. Run along now and enjoy this power crystal as I have.
What do they mean by that? What the heck are y'all be doing with these crystals? Like, all y'all do is just hold on to them. Like, you just pretend it's like a magic wand or some crap like that? Like, in a theme park like this, no less? Come on, guys. No. Oh my god. Not during One for Time 2. Okay, at least it was going down, so. Okay. Yeah, that's something I'm really not fond of when it comes to the platforming on this section. Or platforming with this game in general. Like, platforming is great, but just because of the fact that you could slide off and it ends up counting as a double jump instead, it just sometimes just throw off the whole thing. It's not the worst thing since obviously I can just jump earlier, but it's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things I wish was a bit more ironed out, but this could have been just one of those games that didn't get the chance to do so. Now, I'm actively avoiding the Die-O-Ramas because I want to save those for later. I'm pretty sure I made that clear, but just in case. I don't think I have any more crystal holding park workers, so I'm just going to go into here and do the rest of the minigames, which I now need 5 more of. Nice. And I'm going to do Rolling Thunder because this is one of my favorite activities. Let's go back to TIKI Turbo. I'm gonna just do 5 of these instead. It's a good thing we're already playing Crunch, huh? Alright, so let's get this.
This is Rolling Thunder, the perfect game for people short of temper or light of frontal lobe. Test your shooting skills by ruthlessly wailing on the competition. It's mindless destruction for fun and prizes.
So the dialogue does play, I just have to play TIKI Turbo? That's kind of lame. Like, it makes sense. This is the first track you would go to, but it's like, it wouldn't be the exact first one I would go to when it comes to just playing this. I would just freaking play it at wherever I'm at. But you know what? I'm guessing they assumed that I was just going to do everything in one go instead, so, you know, that's fine. It's just weird, but it's fine. But anyway, yeah, I already talked about how Rolling Thunder can be so great with freaking Crunch. With chip damage and everything, just shooting them down. Unfortunately, there's no targets in here that you can also shoot down, but that's fine because these guys will do literally nothing but just stand there and take the bullets. But on that note, I just wonder what kind of mechanics or like different driving types they'll incorporate in Crash 4, because you know how in Crash 2 they incorporated stuff like the polar bear sections, or no, Crash 1 with like the warthog and a freaking Crash 2 with polar bear, Crash 3 with Purra, and then Crash 2 with the jetpack is what I meant to say. Crash 2 with the jetpack, Crash 3 with the bikes, both the water bikes and the bikes for, not bikes, motorcycles for Crash. I'm just hoping they don't go overboard with it like they did with like the Universal Studios kind of did with freaking Rafa Cortex, because I'm still mad about the Firefly. seriously, how do you take one of the coolest things, one of the coolest looking devices, and make it boring? How do you do that? How do you do that? It's insane. It's insane just thinking about that. Cause like, the whole thing looks like it could be based on mobility and agility and all that. No, let's just give it the exact same momentum, speed, and controls as the plane, but make it so you have to hold A just to do any kind of basic shooting. Oh, and you can't shoot any of the people that's just swatting, like just shooting you down. You can only avoid them. On that note, however, I just think about how, just like with CTR, no, not CTR, just like with Rafa Cortex, where Nitro Kart, after playing it, like after going back from playing like the remake versions, it feels kind of weird. Like when it came to Rafa Cortex, I thought it was like my favorite freaking game for the Crash series, because I just loved all the ways they incorporated the ways of playing Crash while still having the platforming elements still there, and adding some new stuff. I just hate the slow climbing controls. But after playing the Insane Trilogy, that opinion just changed greatly, and I'm just like, oh, well, shoot, this is actually kind of not necessarily awful, just awkward. The climate controls are awful, but like everything else just felt awkward at best. But now, same thing. It was the same thing with Nitro Kart, where it's like Nitro Kart was my favorite racing title for the Crash series, and even to this day, I will still recommend it to people who want to play a racing game with Crash in it. But like, after playing CTR Nitro Fueled, I don't know if I can do that now. Like, it's just insane how some of the quality standards can greatly improve when you have the right people to do it. Cause like, stuff like that, it's like, wow, I actually prefer this over one of my favorite games. Because, not just because of how much better it is, but because of how it feels like its own thing, not just a remake. And that's how I feel about CTR Nitro Fuel. I'm just saying, like, CTR Nitro Fueled, after playing a while of that game, it feels like it's kind of becoming, I'm trying to think of the word, becoming like its own thing rather than a remake. Which isn't necessarily bad, but it's not necessarily bad, but it just feels like the identity of what makes the game a remake of CTR, I wouldn't say lost, but it's just like there's so much to deal with. You kind of just forget that it's a remake, and it just feels like its own game with similar mechanics, but it feels like its own game. Cause like this game has like freaking CTR Nitro Fueled has what, 3 games worth of content in it in terms of racing titles. The only thing we're really missing is just more adventure modes. I'm not expecting anything like Crash Tag Team Racing, and I'm pretty sure the people who did the game, BNOX, is just finished with the project as a whole. They'll just go back to getting some things fixed up whenever something serious comes up. But it's just like, can you imagine how much more, if they added more to the game, would it even feel like a remake at that point? Like, that's also one of my big concerns when it came to talking about like having adventure mode and Nitro Kart and all that. It would be a really great thing to see, especially since I mentioned before, Nitro Kart was one of my favorite like racing titles of the series. But then it's like, if I try to incorporate all that, what would there be left to even go back to playing Nitro Kart for? At least with OG CTR, it's that I can go back and look at some of the ways the games are shaped up. Not to mention, there are differences between CTR and CTR Nitro Fueled, so going back to check out those differences would be cool. But looking at that and comparing it to Nitro Kart, where the game is clearly better, and if they have the adventure mode incorporated into this game, why would I play this? Like, why would I play Nitro Kart? The only thing I would go to play Nitro Kart for is OG voice actor for Nash, and that's it. Because Nash is my boy. And that's another thing. On top of that, all the bosses in Nitro Kart are actually playable compared to the OG game, where all you have were just the initial, let me see. What, 12 characters? I'm pretty sure it was 12. Because there was like 3 for every team, so I'm pretty sure it was 12. So it's like, on top of all that, it's just not exactly crazy. Just look at the game and just like, oh, I love hearing Nash in cutscenes, and that's it. And obviously, there's multiple ways I can watch cutscenes. So, you know, big point of what I'm trying to bring out here is if Nitro Fueled has some more content from Nitro Kart, why would I need to go to Nitro Kart? Nitro Kart already has most of it sucked out from into Nitro Fueled. The only thing it's missing is the gravity schematic and adventure mode. That's it. That's it. And all voice actors. That's it. Now, when I did initially talk to this about some people, I do want to apologize that I may have initially overreacted when it came to stuff like adding more not just kart content to Nitro Fueled. Like, not in the video, but like when I was talking with some friends of mine. It's just like, what after this? What's next? What could be left after this? After getting more stuff from Nitro Kart into Nitro Fueled, what could there be left for me after that? And it was just a scary thought, to be honest. So with that kind of attitude, I'm sorry, and I have no idea why that was a ride spike, but yeah. I'm just hoping that whatever we do see with Crash 4 is something that keeps it fresh with its own titles, as opposed to just like, oh, we're doing a better version of freaking the Insane Trilogy, and they already made that clear that that's not what's actually going to happen. It's just a continuation and nothing else. And that's how I felt about the Insane Trilogy compared to the OG trilogy. We got more content out of it than we did with the original trilogy, but there's just so much with the original game that you just can't get rid of just because of like better stuff, like better graphics. Well, actually, mostly 30 FPS. There's only one platform that plays 60, but like stuff like that, pretty much. Like just because it's improved, that suddenly means that the originals just don't exist to the new generation now. I would not love to see a reality where people just don't even check out the old Crash games and instead only focus on like Insane Trilogy, CTR, and freaking Crash 4. I won't judge them if they do that. It's just I want to see them try out some more stuff, really. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of my baseless ranting so far. I've just been trying to focus on what I would love to see from like other things with Crash. Now that we can actually talk about this, now that I can actually talk about Crash, it's a little much to take in for someone like me. That's all. I swear, I will say this though, I am not gonna have fun with editing all these low times. Like, I could just skip out on this and just focus on getting the 20 crystals, but then there's all that I've been just talking about, so it's just kind of pointless. But, so how is everything with y'all so far within this week? Not even just this week, this whole time between when Crash 4 was announced onwards. Like, not even just from the day this becomes uploaded. Because I've also been trying to, like, I just bought the Fighters Pass for Smash, so maybe after this I'll give Min Min a try after I start uploading too. So, like, I'm gonna just chill out a little bit, see how she feels. And if I don't like it, then I will just go back into the training mod. What was that? Slowdown. I will just go back to the training mod and then just check out some more stuff I can try out with like buffed characters. Oh, seriously, I didn't think you would get a buff to this degree. Shoot, how many was it? 20? Alright, 20. Yeah, I didn't think he would get buffed to the degree where he actually has more options when people try to approach. I honestly thought it would just be as simple as like, oh, okay, we just add more damage, less lag, stuff like that. That would more so only add to stuff in terms of labbing things out, but nothing that actually would be practical in the mid-level play, I would say, because I do think of myself as a mid-level player, and that's about it. I could try rising up to high-level play. I'm gonna wait a little bit before we worry about that. Alright, so now we got the 20 crystals, and we almost have 10,000 Wumpa coins. So we're just gonna cut through here. What happened? We're just gonna cut through here. Oh shoot! Please tell me that platform rises. No. Oh, yeah, that's something in case you haven't noticed. This game, whenever you're going through something, it doesn't just reset at that one particular point. It resets everything. And it only happens every time you finish a race. And it's like, oh no. Alright, here we go. Jeez, that was such a long time. My freaking goodness. If they do ever remake a game, just fix this, please. I wonder, does he actually get away, or is it just... Like, I never seen this. Like, does he actually get away, or is it just one of those, like, oh, just press this and you finish? I'll just wait a little bit. Just a little bit. I'll edit if there's anything. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything that actually happened, so let me just...
Launch aborted. Launch aborted. Launch aborted. Launch.
Come on, don't do this to me!
Alrighty, you sour fruit. Hand over that black power gem.
Hey, who you call it sour? No.
Oh, man! That wretched bandicoot foiled my plan for this amusement enterprise as the ideal strategic cover!
Yes, my lord.
Stop having fun! Obliterate them! I hate chicken. We'll meet again, Crash Bandicoot!
And to the victors go the spoils. Congratulations, Bandicoots!
Thank you, Mr. Chicken Man. This is really cool and stuff, but we'd like to return the park ownership where it belongs, to Ebenezer Von Clutch. That there's right darn neighborly of ya. But I don't think it's gonna do him no good. Now that his black power gem is gone, it's time for old Ebenezer to drive that demolition derby in the sky.
Good say!
The Lima! I'm feeling wonderful! Yeah! Crash, my boy! I owe it all to you! Dankeschön! In fact, free lifetime passes to all the bandicoots! Yeah! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip!
Ain't it funny? Even the game goes out of its way of saying, hey, you can try to unlock everything. You can try to. Anyway, yeah, so we have a lot more to do. Of course, first off, we gotta go back and visit some areas we haven't visited, like we haven't finished everywhere. Yeah, we have to go back, have to visit like all these areas again for some mini games and stuff that we haven't even unlocked yet. Also, we can get some more crystals and go through every single body's like freaking weapon tiers, the last cart tier. I'm pretty sure we're already at the last cart tier. It's just now we gotta get the weapon tiers and everything. Although, no. I'm pretty sure, hold on, let me check so I just stop rambling. Yeah, we're on the last cart tier, so We have to take care of those. Then we get on the weapon tiers, which there's 3 of. We have to go through all this so we can get all the mini games, all the dioramas, the cinematics that aren't listed on the map, and of course, the chicken challenges. But before we end this video, let me see if I can find any of the cinematics we haven't done in Midway. There isn't really that. In fact, I don't think there's really that many. I think this is it.
Oh. No.
Oh, poor Crash. Wait, can I actually talk to him or nah? I guess that would be too freaking polished of a game. But yeah, there's just so much more of this I gotta take in. It's just wow. There's still more I gotta play on this, like a lot more. The story does not really even cut through 50% of this game. But yeah, so in the next part, we will be transforming ourselves again to the post-game side of things in Mystery Island. Realistically though, I just want an excuse to visit this server because I love the music. You even hear it right now. It's just so great. But yeah, until then, see ya.